And we're back again. So, today I would like to show this little piece or run that I'll use sort of almost like a, it's almost like a, one of these transition, back to the one, but it's done with a lead, and I'm not sure where this came from. It may have. I don't think it's from B.B. King. Or maybe, I'm not exactly sure, but I'm sure I didn't come up with it. Pretty sure of that. But it's something I enjoy to use, and I try to use it effectively when I play, like I do with anything, or I think any guitar player should try to be as effective with what he's doing as he can. So I'm going to play a little part here I wrote, and then I'll play that other thing that I'm talking about, what I'm going to try to show to you. And then I'll stop and I'll point it out, and then we'll see if we can run through it. So basically this is the little piece I wrote, and then with that tie together. And there it was, that last little bit at the end. And I'll slow it down. And what that does is it allows me to go back to the one. So I would have been at back to, then I want to get back to here. So now if somebody would like me to break down my rhythm, I'd love to do it. Just put it down in the comments section down here and try to hit like wherever that might be, as that really lets me know that I'm heading in the right direction with some of these videos. But anyway, let's slow this down. Okay, there's a common blues lead pattern that goes like this. Actually, there's something to add to that. And that's where you're bending the, right now, I'm on the third string from the top, this being the top. And if you know your strings, like I think I showed once before, eat and drink good beer everywhere, I'm on the G string. What I'm doing is, I'm bending the G string on the 7th fret to match the B string on the 5th fret, which is an E. So I'm trying to bend this to match the E you'll find here, either on open string or here on the 5th fret. So I'm bending up to that, and then I'm hitting the 5th fret on the E string. And that would be what you would do with a lot of things, like if I was going to do that one-to-one I showed. Or maybe, but okay, and now I'm finishing out that typical blues run. So this is 2 blues runs in one. So you're getting really good bang for your value here. You're getting 2 for 1. Let's keep that way. 2 for 1, not 2 for 1. It's 2 for 1. Okay, you get the point. So you can use that, and as I'm jamming. Or whatever you want to do with it. You can use that wherever you want it. But let's get back to the main riff here. So it's So we got the first part. So that's, I'm pulling off back down to this E. Now I'm coming back down this way. And this takes a little bit of the bending I was showing, and vibrato. So now I'm coming back down from the 7th to the 5th fret on the Eat and Drink Good on the G string, or the 3rd from the top. And I'm giving it a nice little bend there to give it a little bit of color and flavor. Hear how that, I mean, if I did this whole thing without bending, it would be. Or whatever. Because I'm actually bending it to the notes that I want to use, and that's so I don't have to pick those notes. And also, it sounds more maybe more vocal too. When I first started playing guitar years ago, I was really into Led Zeppelin, and pretty much just Led Zeppelin. I was about 15 years old, and well, we started a band, and we couldn't find a singer, and I haven't really found anybody since that could sing like Robert Plant. So what I would do is I would play all of the singing parts on the guitars along with the lead. And I think that in hindsight, if I had anything, I'd say I have the ability to play it vocally on the guitar. If I think something in my head that maybe I would sing, I can play it on the guitar. You know, it really helps for people who may want to sing and play at the same time. You know, you get a feel for how to play lines on the guitar that you can sing, and then also sing lines that you can play on guitar. But most of the time, I know I'd said I was very free form when I play lead, but if I'm just sitting around and I might be running a rhythm in my mind just to pass the time, and I'm thinking of lead lines, I almost sing them, and then I'll come and I'll sit down and I'll play them, and then I hope to God they stay in there so I can use them later, or I'll record them. I've got banks of recordings of everything that I can possibly get down, because I forget a lot these rhythms that I come up, because some of them are so similar, but they're just a little bit different, and if I don't play them over and over again, I lose them. So I record everything I can. I'll sing it into my iPhone, or I have a Fostex 16-channel board here, and then I have a smaller recorder that I have to pull out my computer to use, which I don't enjoy that. And then I have now this iPhone, which really helps out for things like that. But anyway, I think because I was able to, or because of what I was doing there and playing the vocal lines in songs that we were playing in my first band, or just for myself, it gives me a little bit of vocal quality. And then I hear that, and I began to hear that in blues players. Freddie King, or Albert King to some extent, B.B. King for sure, the Three Kings, many others that I don't want to mention, and then not mention some, because there's so many great blues players that I've grown up listening to, Hubert Sumlin being one. A little backstory, and then I'll get back to this. About 10 years ago, Johnny Johnson, who was the piano player for Chuck Berry, I think Johnny Be Good was written for this individual, had a birthday party in my hometown, and Hubert Sumlin, of all people, showed up, and I missed it, and I was very upset. If we have any Howling Wolf fans out there, you'll know who Hubert Sumlin is. His guitar lines in some of those early recordings were mimicked by Eric Clapton, Jimmy Page, Jeff Beck, just name the whole host. All of my heroes, Peter Green, I can't say him enough. Hubert Sumlin was really instrumental, and even Hendrix and others. If you've never heard anything from him, I'd recommend going back and finding some older, some Howling Wolf. And little Hubert was a guitar player for him for years, up until his death, I think in the 70s. But anyway, back to this. So you want to play vocally when you're doing leads, even something this quick. You might not catch it every time, but once you get it down, you'll know it's there, and the audience will definitely feel that, because there will be something that'll set you above the other players that are playing things straight and maybe haven't worked on that technique, even the fast things, I think. So anyway, I know I've kind of run on here, so I'll go back over and then we'll start where we left off. So here's the piece we're doing. We're going from the we left off at the reason why we go to this here, which is the 7th fret on the A string, because I put this nice little Hendrix type chord in there. I think I also probably nicked that off of and then anyway, when he gets to the that's where I probably got this from when I was writing that. But anyway, that's where I end it. Oops. Oh, I missed the most important, I think, is this. I could do it. That sounds okay too. They both sound fine, but I like this little. And when I was putting this turnaround together, I thought, hey, that sounds good. So anyway, and these are all happy mistakes, even though I'm sure I've heard this somewhere. I know I have. So I know I mentioned that little bending thing. You can do that too. So slow again. Or so I'll put it back in the piece. I'll say goodbye, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day. See ya.